Hi and welcome to Choose Your Monster. I'm your host Alessandra, and joining me on the piece of paper today is Ephraim, hi, and Harry Dean. Pleasure to be here. And today's segment is it okay to be LBT gay? Now, Ephraim, just before we play, let me into your thoughts on this subject. Do you think it's okay for Harry to be gay? What? Let me think. What the fuck, Alessandra? How is it any of your damn business? Okay, Harry. I mean, how the hell do you think you even have the right to ask that question? Let's. What if I asked whether it was okay for Ephraim to be straight?
Well, if you're gonna be ridiculous...
Let's just play. Now remember, viewers, it's very simple. You'll meet 4 monsters with different opinions. Monster A, B, C, and D. They'll give you some details about each of their opinions, and all you have to do is choose your monster. Monster A. It is totally okay to be LBT gay. The law should reflect that it is totally okay to be LBT gay. LBG sex is okay in private between consenting adults. It is not okay to refuse service or employment or discriminate against someone in any way because they are LBT gay. It is okay for LBT gay couples to raise a family. It is okay for LBT gay couples to marry. Children should be taught in school that it is totally okay to be LBT gay. Monster B. It is mostly okay to be LBT gay. The law should reflect that it is mostly okay to be LBT gay. LBG sex is okay in private between consenting adults. It is not okay to refuse service or employment or discriminate against someone because they are LBT gay, unless you are a religious institution, including private religious schools and private religious hospitals. It is okay for LBT gay couples to raise a family. It is okay for LBT gay couples to marry in a civil union. Older students should be taught in school that it is okay to be LBT gay. Monster C. It is somewhat okay to be LBT gay. The law should reflect that it is somewhat okay to be LBT gay. LBT gay sex is okay in private between consenting adults. It is not okay to refuse service or employment or discriminate against someone because they are LBT gay, unless you are a religious institution or any business or organisation owned or operated by a religious institution, or you are an employer or a provider of a service and your religious beliefs dictate that you should discriminate against people who are LBT gay. It is not desirable that LBT gay couples raise a family, but it is okay when strict criteria are met. It is not okay for LBT gay couples to marry. Adults may be taught that it is okay to be LBT gay, but it should not be taught in schools. Monster D. It is not okay to be LBT gay. The law should reflect that it is not okay to be LBT gay. LBG sex is not okay and should be avoided, but will be regrettably tolerated if in private between consenting adults. It is okay to refuse service or employment or discriminate against someone because they are LBT gay. It is not okay for LBT gay couples to raise a family. It is not okay for LBT couples to marry. No one should be taught that it is okay to be LBT gay. What the fuck? Are they saying they think they have the right to make me straight? No, they're not saying that. They're not necessarily saying that. It's just that some people think that being LBT gay is just plain wrong, and some would say sinful, and so they think that people who are doing something which is LBT gay are doing something which is just plain wrong, and some would say sinful, and so they would like there to be no people who are being LBT gay. I mean, there's many ways that can be achieved. For example, abstinence.
Like a priest?
Not like a priest.